So when you use m times n, it's the summing matrix. So you can see that 47 plus 96 plus 52 plus 75, that'll be multiplied by all the ones, and you'll end up getting the sums of the rows in matrix M. For the second question, you've got H and G. You've got the resulting matrix, but you don't have the original matrix. So for this one here, G times H will give us a 3 by 5 matrix. So if we look at the 3 by 5 matrix, okay, there would have had to been two other matrices here. Okay, and H is a 4 by 5 matrix. Okay, and in order for this to result in a 3 by 5 matrix, this number here has to be a 3, and in order for it to be defined, this has to be a 4. So in this case, our answer is 3 by 4, which is B. Now, if you look at question 3 talks about a transition matrix, and it's asking you to relate the transition matrix to the actual diagram. Now, if we look at these elements, I'm really going to focus on what is not correct in this place. So I can see, and I'm going to focus on these particular elements here and here. So you can see with this one, D to D does not equal that. In this case, we've got 73. That doesn't equal that as well. So, that means D to D, which is this part here, which is 80%, which means that A, B, and C are only the possible options with that one. Now, the next one here is D to A. So D to A focuses on D to A. Okay, is that element there? So in this case, this is 9, this is 9. We want 11%. In this case, B is the correct answer for this question. Alright, so for question 4, it's talking about how there's an interview process going on. It's almost like a chain reaction that's going on. So it's asking us the order of the interviews. So, for example, if today you're going to be interviewing N, tomorrow you'll be interviewing J. So, N, J. And if today you're interviewing J, tomorrow you're going to be interviewing P. And if tomorrow you're interviewing P, you're going to be interviewing R the following day. And if you're interviewing R, you're going to be interviewing, so where's R? Sorry, R is L. And then after that, after you interview L, you're going to be interviewing N again. So in this case, if we follow the list of which one's correct, we have got C as the correct answer because we've got L, N, J, P. Now, next one, it says the set of linear equations does not have any unique solution if the value of Q has what? So it does not have a unique solution means that the determinant's equal to 0. So if we solve 2.25 is equal to 0, and if we solve for Q, we get 1.8. Okay, so for this next one, question 6, it talks about 1 and 2 step dominances. In this case, the answer is E. The way we can do that is by looking at the sums. So this is 2, 1, 3, 1, 3. And if you square this matrix, so if we call that T, T squared will equal a particular set. If we add them up, we get that the answer is in this case. Now, question 7. Now, with question 7, it's asking us about how there is a particular movement of people around each particular path. Now, it says if we've got A, B, C, and D, first day 40% of rodents. So in this case we've got 40, and then 20% rodent each of the other locations. So 40, 20, 20, 20. Okay. Now it says on here on the second day, 1,000 rodents were observed in sheltering location A. Now, 1,000 rodents. If we set up this equation, we end up with 50%, 34%, 24%, and 12%. And that's after we find T2. So T2 will result in this. Now 50% of this means that if you saw 1,000 rats on the first location A, and you've got 50% of them appearing there, it means you had a total of 2,000. Now this last question here, I have had to look at this quite repetitively. However, there is a statement from VCAR saying that the way to do this question would be to look at the transpose of this equation, because really the only way you can see these results is that if you've got DEF and TUV here, there's no way that the columns multiplied with columns will give you that particular answer. So you'll actually need to find the transpose of this particular equation. So you've got A, B, C, and T, U, V. Okay. And then from this point, we can call this NT. Now, to find the answer for this one, we find the N transpose, and we multiply that with M. Then you'll end up getting D as the correct answer. And unfortunately, this is the only way that you can really do this. And VCAR have also said that, unfortunately, this is one of the methods.